Porygon Classic is coming tomorrow to Pokemon Go, or maybe today for some of you guys. But we're gonna go over the top tips, tricks, and strategies to make sure you maximize out on Porygon Comm Day Classic in Pokemon Go. So welcome to the Trainer Club, here we go! On Saturday the 20th from 2 until 5 p.m. we are having a Comm Day Classic which is running back Porygon. While it may not be the most effective Pokemon in the game, it's a rare Pokemon at that. So if you do need XL Candy or you don't have the shiny, and it obviously has 2 evolution to go to Porygon-2 and to Porygon-Z, this is going to be a good time to be able to capitalize on this. So this one is going to have the bonus of 3 times catch XP. So if there's anybody out there that needs catch XP, this is a good time to do it because Porygon is a pretty good and easy excellent throw. So capitalize on this during that time. And not only that, you're gonna get increased spawn and you're gonna get increased incense and increased lore modules. And since it's gonna be a Comm Day Classic, we will not be getting the 5 hours of tier 4 raids to be able to increase the Porygon spawns, nor will we be able to get some of the other things like an extra special trade, which is kind of a bummer, and reduce Stardust on trades. But that's just part of the Comm Day Classic lineup, and so the move set that we're gonna get is gonna be Tri-Attack from Porygon-2 to Porygon-Z. And so from Porygon to Porygon-2, you're going to need an upgrade, and from Porygon-2 to Porygon-Z, you're going to need a Sinnoh Stone, okay? So you have 2 different types of evolutions, and during this day, they are going to give you some of them during that time. Do we need to have a ton of evolutions of Porygon-Z? Like, people are going to be knocking at your door to be able to get one? More than likely, no. You're probably not going to be trading much of these, and maybe you will, but at a very small frequency. So if you do have any Porygons, maybe you got a Hundo at some point, maybe you got a shiny that you wanted to evolve, maybe you did a lucky trade that now it's waiting, this is the time to be able to get the Tri-Attack, and while it's not the best normal attacker, it's okay. So let's keep moving on. Let's start off with our top tips, starting off with tip number 1. Tip 1 is all about getting your bag ready and being ready for this day. So we do want to have as many Great and Ultra Balls as possible. That is our number 1 goal, even if we have to start siphoning off and deleting Red Balls to be able to capitalize. As far as Pineapple Berries, while you are not getting 2 times catch candy, you might want to use some Pineapple Berries during this event to be able to get Porygon candy. But once again, this Pokemon is not a super effective Pokemon, so powering this Pokemon up and utilizing it with a ton of candy is not really the biggest thing for me. Additionally speaking, this is a 3 times catch XP event, so having 6 lucky eggs for this event is very important because it's a relatively easy, excellent throw and will yield you more XP even if you have more than enough. So for me personally, I have over 600 million XP and I still don't sleep on the Comm Day XPs. Why is that? Because it's easy XP, you have incredibly increased spawns, and you capitalize the most. But most importantly, going into this event, I want to emphasize some bag maintenance. Go through your bag, guys, start clearing out your bag, start deleting Pokemon, start getting it ready, and be able to go into this event, the Sinnoh Tour event, the other events that are coming up, and be able to have enough space. So go through all those hard questions and check out this video up here to make sure that you know what to delete in your bag and that you aren't holding on to Pokemon that aren't super worth it in the game. Because at this point, guys, we want to start clearing out our bag. We want to start making our bag easier, more free, and if they're not shinies that are leveraged, you're not going to power up those Pokemon. They're irrelevant, and you're just saving them just because you have been lazy and you've just been increasing your bag. Now's the time to delete a couple thousand Pokemon, honestly. You don't need a ton of Pokemon in this game, and while some of them are nostalgic, some of them are trade leveraged, at the same time, we want to make sure that we are efficient, we're light, and we're able to play the game as intended, and we're not just stashing a bunch of Pokemon in our bag. So that's going to be tip number 1, which brings us to tip 2. Tip 2, all about the event. So we want normal type Pokemon to be able to help boost getting XL candy and regular candy from this Pokemon at a Mega level 3, as I talk about quite frequently. So we do have Pidgeot, which I did forget in another video, so thank you to everybody that reminded me. We also have Lopunny, and we have Kangaskhan. So there's 3 Mega level 3 Pokemon that we can utilize to be able to help us boost the XL candy. So hopefully you have one of these Pokemon at a Mega level 3, so as soon as the 2 o'clock hits, we Mega evolve and we're able to keep going. We have our lucky eggs on as soon as the event starts, and if you are hitting best friends, ultra friends, or even great friends with anybody out there that you do hit during this event, because most people play during Comm Days, and while this is a Comm Day throwback and it's not the most valuable Pokemon in the game, it is a rarer Pokemon, so I still encourage you guys to get out there, get some shinies, and capitalize on this XP. Which then leads us, where should you play this event if you don't know? In a densely populated Pokestop area with a lot of spawns. If you're not in that type of area, you guys can use something like Walmart parking lots and some certain parking lots that are going going to be more densely populated with spawns, or also you can find a couple of Pokestops that are really close together and use premium lore modules. But if you're in a big area, regular lore modules will do, because having premium lore modules are just going to be a waste, honestly, because the wasteful part is that you're going to walk a big loop, and by the time you get back there, when the premium lore spawn more often, you won't even be able to capitalize on that more often spawn, which is then going to lead us into tip 3. Tip 3 will be about field research and getting some premium items. So obviously, as always, there are Comm Day boxes going on here. For 1,350 coins, you can get 50 Ultra Balls, 5 Super Incubators, 5 Lucky Eggs, and an Elite Charge TM. So not too shabby of a box there. For 480 coins, you're gonna get 30 Ultra Balls, 1 Incense, 3 Super Incubators, and 1 Lore Module. Not too shabby of a box there either. And there's also a bundle for $10 in the shop, and that includes 120 Ultra Balls, 15 Silver Pineapple Berries, which I'm not a big fan of including Silver Pineapple Berries or any type of berries in boxes, 6 basic incubators, and 1 incense, which I am really not a fan of that one at all. And while Ultra Balls are very important during this event, they're not the most important thing, and I wouldn't be paying for them. How you get more Ultra Balls is obviously spinning a lot of stops and opening gifts on a regular basis. So stock up on your Ultra Balls and start moving your game in the right direction here. But now let's talk about the research, because there is Porygon research, which is going to be catch 3 Porygons, which can yield you a Porygon encounter at 737, or 5 Great Balls, or 2 Ultra Balls, or 2 Pineapple Berries, or 500 Stardust. So that's a very valuable one to get. And then if you do the dollar research quest line, you can also get Porygon encounters, and those will be 737, or Porygon 2 encounters will be 1162, or Porygon-Z encounters, which will be 1400 coming from field research. So those are the numbers to enter into your brain right there. And then as I talked about, there will be another research, so check any of the tabs, because sometimes they switch. I believe usually they're on the left tab when you go into your research. So check those tabs. You should be able to get 3 upgrades and 3 Sinnoh Stones to be able to do the evolutions here. And obviously catch as many Pokemon as possible. And I'm not going to suggest that you do the AR Plus trick during this time. While it will yield you more shinies and Stardust encounters, it's going to be much more challenging to hit excellent throws. So I suggest you guys do the regular skip animation catch trick. So check that video out up here and capitalize. And let's check out PvP for Porygon. So the best ranked Porygon of all of them is going to be 521 in the Great League. In the Ultra League, Porygon 2 is ranked 208, and in the Master League, Porygon-Z is ranked 224. So even with the Comm Day move of Tri-Attack, it's not the best Pokemon. So that is all we have to do for this, is capitalize on the shiny, get the evolutions, enjoy the XP, and have fun. So that's gonna do it, guys. Enjoy yourself. As always, love and appreciate you guys. To all my likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members, everybody takes your support, subscription, participation to the next level. I'm gonna see you guys out on the next video. Peace.
I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.